Welcome to Over 50 and Frank, the podcast that says the quiet parts out loud. I'm Shannon, also known as Frank when I drop the filter. Around here, we talk about aging, menopause, wellness, and life after 50 with honesty, humor, and zero apologies. If you're over 50 and craving real talk, pull up a chair and send to a friend. So I am back with my friend and fellow content creator, Linda Wolfe, and today we're talking about a topic that tends to bring out a lot of opinions: plastic surgery. We are unpacking the pressure to fix ourselves, the difference between choice and expectation, and what feels empowering versus what feels driven by fear, and how views on cosmetic procedures have evolved as we've gotten older. This is not a pro or anti episode. It's a real conversation about anatomy, aging in a visible body, and doing what feels right for you, whether that's embracing every line or exploring procedures with intention and care. If you've ever felt conflicted about plastic surgery, curious but cautious, or judged no matter what choice you make, this episode will resonate. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Melinda's back! Woo!
Yay! Hi, nice to see you again.
Linda, when we talked about the downside to GLP-1 meds, you touched on loose skin. And that is something that I have really struggled with. So I have not done, as of today, Botox, fillers. I've done microneedling, I've done IPL to get rid of dark spots. And I really felt until this past year like I was okay with my body, but I have loose skin on my stomach. And I am thinking about visiting a plastic surgeon. And I know I know from talking with you, you've had a lot of plastic surgery.
Yes.
So what would you say to somebody because I just never imagined that I would ever feel like that. What is your advice to somebody that's kind of going down that road?
So my plastic surgery journey began really when I was 16. Okay. I had a very large nose and was just getting brutalized by kids teasing me in school. And it was just absolutely miserable. Okay. So finally I convinced my dad was totally against it. I finally convinced him to let me get my nose done. And it was just so life changing for me. Like the bullying just stopped, it was like flipping a switch, and it just made my life so much better. So I started with that very positive experience. And then when I was 40, I used to sing in a band, and I don't know, I had a midlife crisis or something. And I got a face and brow lift when I was 40, which was really kind of stupid. So that was still a positive experience. I looked a lot younger, and I was happy that I did it. So when it came time, when I lost all this weight, I had, oh my gosh, my breasts just never got that much smaller, and they were just low. I mean, I'm old too. I mean, I'm getting up there. And my biggest pet peeve was always been my stomach area. Like even when I wasn't like really overweight as a teenager, I carried like this fat pad on my stomach and side. So that's been a huge sore spot for me. So I had gone to a plastic surgeon, the guy who did my surgery, and asked him about it before, and he told me no. He said I have to lose more weight. And it wasn't until I got on a GLP-1 that I could get enough weight off. I could get my BMI down to where I wanted it. But I am so happy I did it, because not only did it make my stomach flat and get rid of the loose skin, he did like some lipo that actually gave me like a waistline. Like I look like a cereal box, never had like a waistline. So it did shape my waistline too. And then I got a lift. I got a reduction on the lift. It has completely remodeled my body. Like I can wear clothes now that I could not wear before. Like I can wear my shirt tucked in. I can wear form-fitting clothes. So it is kind of discouraging when you've lost all this weight. You still can't wear like body conscious clothes because of the loose skin. I mean, you can wear like shapewear is pretty amazing now, but I mean, it's like, I don't want to feel squeezed into something. Like I've done that my whole life. I don't want to be squeezed in anymore, so I would not recommend doing both of them together. I think you have to be safe and do them separately. It's a lot. They're both pretty big surgeries, but it's just amazing. I'm so happy with my results. I'm very happy I did it. But the better you are, the closer you are to your right weight, the better result you're going to get.
So we both go through Mochi Health Linda and I both work with Mochi. They have wanted me to lose another additional 10 pounds. And I am now seeing people that were told that, and I don't know who they're with, but I've been seeing people that were told that lose that weight and then gain it right back. And one of the things that my health provider said that maybe 160 is the right weight for me, but she was like, to get that BMI to like normal, I need to lose 10 more pounds. And so what I'm seeing now across social is people that have been on the GLP-1 for 3 years, that have been on their goal weight for 2, are now like creeping up 10 pounds. And their thinking is maybe I should have stopped like 10 pounds ago, but I kept going. I know somebody else, the same thing. She's at like 145 and she went down to like 120 and she gained some weight back. I like where I'm at 160, but what I don't like are the saggy boulders and the sagging stomach that I have.
So that's kind of interesting to me because when I see you might not know this, people, but Shannon does capsule wardrobe videos. When I look at your style of clothing, you don't wear body conscious clothing. So you need to really think about that. Why are you doing it? Is it just because you don't like the way you look naked, or is it because you want to wear a different style of clothing? Like, to me, it's not worth it. To me, it's like how I look in clothes. I don't really care how I look naked because my husband doesn't care. He likes how I look anyway. Like, that's not a big deal. I'm not dating anyone or whatever.
I guess the real question is, I think that I don't like the way I look naked. And you
Oh.
brought up a really good point. You brought a really good point up. Like, I feel like I look fine in clothes, but maybe like I just don't like the way I look in the mirror when I'm in that bra and underwear. I mean, I feel like they definitely, maybe it's different bras I need. I don't know. But if
Well,
they're just down here.
Oh my gosh. Getting a breast reduction women are more satisfied with that particular surgery than any other plastic surgery. Oh my gosh. I just love being like more little. I don't have bulging here. It makes you look more overweight too. I mean, mine were like way bigger than yours, but it does make you look more overweight. And then just the weight of it is awful. That caused a big problem in my marriage though. I have to tell you, my husband's not very happy I did that, but it's all about me now, people. Okay. It's all about me now.
I would have to ask my husband. I don't know if he has an opinion on it or not.
Well, I asked him. Okay, I asked him 3 times. Are you going to care? Is it going to be okay? And then, no, whatever you want to do is fine. Oh, then after the fact, then he cared. I'm like, you should have told me. I would have still done it anyway, though, because, like I said, it's all about me now.
It's all about you. Well,
it is. It's like I've been in a body that I didn't like for over 60 years. I want to live in the body that I feel good in. I'm not trying to be like not care about his feelings, but this is my body and this is how I like to look now, and I'm just so happy in my skin now.
I love that. Okay, now I'm kind of on the fence. Now I'm like, I don't think I need it.
It's a lot of money, number one, okay? It's a big surgery, especially a tummy tuck. There's a risk of blood clots, okay? So it is more risky than other surgeries. So unless you, like, to me, how often, just don't look in the mirror if you don't like what you see. I didn't look in the mirror for years, okay? For years, so you can do it. But I don't think that's a good enough reason. I think if it bothers you, like in your bathing suit or in your clothes, then do it. But it's a big surgery with risks. Now, there are ways to minimize the risk, but I mean, to me, it would be really interesting to see how you would look, because when I see you, how I would dress you is completely different how you dress yourself, like.
How would you dress me?
I would dress you in more tailored clothes. I think you hide your figure.
Oh, people have told me that. You're totally right. You were totally right with that. Today I'm wearing kind of like an oversized sweater and skinny-ish jeans and Birkenstocks, only because I wanted to be comfortable today. When I do my capsule wardrobe, I'm going to keep that in mind, being more tailored.
Like wear more like a pencil skirt versus a flowy skirt, like more like, you know what I'm saying? Like that might be fun. Maybe when you come down here, or if I come and visit you, we'll do an episode on Linda Styles Shannon.
Linda goes shopping with Shannon. We don't have the best shopping here in Bend. It's not the best. So, when people talk about the cost of plastic surgery, what comes to mind is, I'm going to spend all this money to get rid of this loose skin when I should probably be putting this into my retirement.
No, I disagree. I mean, yes, you should, okay, but this is how I look at it, okay? I'm 62. I have a very limited time now, a little window of time that I can still look really good and really enjoy my life, my clothes, how I feel about myself, okay? I might not even make it to retirement, it's all about now. I have friends that, like, one of my good friends, she died at like early 40s. Another one at 50, she died of cancer. So that's the kind of, when you get to be my age more, you kind of look at how much time do I have left to really like feel great about myself and enjoy how I look. And people treat you differently. Oh my gosh, people are so much nicer to me now. Like, not only that I'm at my right weight, but I think I look fairly decent for my age. People are nicer. So it's worth it.
What's one myth about plastic surgery you want to dispel?
That it's not affordable. There are so many really really, really good surgeons that are not charging $100,000 for a facelift. You need to go on the Facebook forums and talk to actual people who've had the surgeries and have before and afters. You cannot go by reviews you and I both know this, right? You can't go by like Yelp reviews. You need to talk to actual people and see before and afters and interview several surgeons. Okay. Don't go with the cheapest one. If they're cheap, they don't have enough business. If they're super expensive, they're probably not worth it. So it is pretty affordable. If you just put it into your budget, it's not really any more expensive than getting your Botox or getting $300 hair treatment, getting your hair done. To me, it's just been so positive.
Well, you brought up, you might not be here, and I've lived that. Like, I watched my mom die when she was 47. I was 21, and I have lived my life like I don't have a tomorrow sometimes. But then there's times I'm like, I should be responsible and put that $25,000, whatever it costs, into retirement, or take the vacation to Italy.
Here's the thing about the vacation. Go back and think about your vacations, okay? Do you really remember every detail and you reminisce about how much fun you had on that vacation on a daily basis? Every time you look in the mirror, you go clothes shopping with your facelift or your tummy tuck or your breast lift, you're going to get enjoyment out of it every single day.
That's a valid point. That is going to go on my mirror to remember. Like, you don't remember every moment of those vacations.
Yeah. And the other thing too about plastic surgery, you really need to be mindful about why you are doing it, because I've had a lot of plastic surgery, okay, people. But the minute that you fix one thing, like now I'm like focusing on my arms, like you have to keep it in check, because you fixed one thing and now you start focusing on another thing, right? So it can become addictive. I'm done now, okay? I'm not doing anymore. I just have to let whatever, I'm gonna start looking older or whatever, but at some point you have to stop.
Good point. Okay, so kind of in this lightning round, the question is going to be like, what is one thing you did not expect when you had plastic surgery? For our lightning round, what's the one thing you wish you knew before you had plastic surgery about maybe the recovery or...
Okay. So the plastic surgeons are not going to tell you the whole story of what your recovery is going to be like, okay? They are going to tell you all the good things and they're going to minimize the bad things. Like, here's an example. So when I had my brow lift, I got these shooting pains, like electric shocks on my scalp, because the nerves are reconnecting, and it hurt, and it lasted for like a year. I'd have to like press my head down, or that it can damage your hairline. It damaged my hairline when I had my brow lift. Like, the hair doesn't grow as long now. So there are things that you're going to have experience that they don't tell you. So that's why it's really important to talk to other people. It's important to talk to other people that have been through it. And if you can find someone who's been through it with that particular surgeon, that's even better.
I love it. What a great way to end. All right, Linda, thank you for being on the podcast again. We will find some way to get you back. I have lots of topics, and Linda's like my go-to for just about everything.
Yay! It's fun. I love chatting, and thank you again for having me as a guest on your podcast.
See you again. See you on the net. See you in the text messages.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to Over 50 and Frank. If today's conversation resonated with you, I'd love it if you'd follow the show, leave a review, or share this episode with a friend who needs to hear it. You can find links, resources, and everything we talked about in the show notes. I'm Shannon, and I'll be back next week with more candid conversations about style, wellness, and life after 50.